Oh my god. What the hell is going on, guys? We're back at the pond. It's actually pretty damn nice out right now. Say it's probably good 65 degrees. Man, there's a lot of trash in this pond, dude. Damn, I thought I was bleeding for a sec. Listen, I wanted to talk to you guys about something, right? That was just cooking up in my mind in the shower earlier. So what it is atheists, right? I've noticed this pattern with the atheist people. And what they'll do is they'll try to convince you more than any other religious person out there in the world, okay? More than any other extremely religious person. Atheists will try and convince you so hard that God does not exist. They will try to convince you so hard that there is no objective meaning to life, okay? And why? Why do they do that? That goes against everything they think about. If there is no God, if there's no objective meaning to life, why are you trying to go around and tell everybody this like it matters? Or like you know what's going on? Because obviously you don't. Right? Like atheists, they're just a complete cancer. They're even worse than Muslims, dude, because they're like the ultimate weakness in faggotry. Like I don't know. That's really what it is, bro. And I was just cooking this up in my mind earlier because I was dealing with some atheist fucking weirdo faggot on Instagram, dude. Oh my gosh, jeez Louise. That's why you don't give your attention and time to that crap, you know? I mean, these people, it's like they don't even have souls. They don't want to believe that there's anything good in the entire world. They literally want to just tell you that nothing matters at all. Because I don't know why, because they have this drive to struggle and want to be sad, and they're just so fucking weird. I don't know. Like I said, it's like a cancer. They're sick. They're sick. They're terminally ill. Might as well just cut them off. Man, it is a beautiful day out. I'm about to get my birth certificate in the fucking mail so I could finally get my ID and leave this goddamn place, go back to New York. You know, probably in the next month and a half, I'll be gone. You know, God's will be done. Doe's fault. We'll see where I end up. Man, look at the view, man. Look at the view. I hope that comes out good in the video. Some of my videos come out like absolutely trash quality for some reason, even though I have an iPhone 17 Pro. Yeah, fuck you, China. Fucking trash ass fucking hardware. Oh my gosh. I probably overshot it when I said it was 65 degrees out. It was probably a good 55 degrees out. Probably a good 10 degrees cooler. Well, actually, I'll do myself a favor and throw my hoodie on real quick. Oh, look at that. What's that, guys? What's that? I was bringing my tripod camera out here, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Riley, you're going to film a video? Are you gonna go film a podcast in the woods?" This is not a podcast. Oh my gosh, trying to act like I'm a famous YouTuber or something. I got like 20 views on my videos. That's just funny. Kids are so innocent and funny. Listen, I'm gonna prove to you guys that some of you guys are hypnotized right now, okay? When a hypnotist says, right, they're like, when I say this word, you will do this action, all right? And then they say the word, right? And you do the action, whatever, because they're literally hypnotizing your ass, okay? Because they're doing witchcraft on you, they're demons, okay? Anyways, it's like when you watch an ad, right, on YouTube or whatever you watch it on whatever you watch anything on Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, anything, okay? And they show you a commercial, and it's like a product or something like that, or it's like some Wi-Fi line or like something like that, something that they want to like convince you is going to be good for you, and they're like, buy it now at this number. And then the next day, you go and buy it, and you're not even thinking about it. Like, think about a Cheez-It ad, okay? How many people get a fucking Cheez-It ad, and they're like, I could go for a box of Cheez-Its right now, and the next time they go to the store, they get a fucking box of Cheez-Its. It's like these people, they can't even think for themselves, okay? And there are a lot of people who don't do that, but the sheer amount of people that do is absolutely insane. So, don't be hypnotized, okay? Break out of the trance, okay? Step out of the matrix walls. What a beautiful day it is out. You know, I really just make these videos, talk about what's going on, give you guys some information, talk to you about God, give you guys some of my revelations, okay? And maybe you guys hear what I'm saying, and go try and, you know, actually take your balls back from society. That's crazy, dude. Damn, it is actually pretty chilly out here. It was just pretty warm a second ago, but it's actually, the breeze is pretty cool now. See this pond right behind me? There is so much, like, bluegill and sunnies and smallmouth bass in this pond. You know, I got a tip the other day that bread, that rolled up, clumped together bread is a good bait for bluegill and like bullheads, things like that. In sunnies. I've never heard that before. I've been told that corn's good, like green beans are good, you know, just like little small vegetables like that, pieces of sausage. But I've never heard of bread. I gotta try that, bro. We'll see. Maybe I'll film the video. Oh, I'm gonna fall back into the water. my dad got in my face this morning because I dropped an egg on the ground. And my mom kept like repeatedly asking me. She was like, I was getting upset about it because like, dude, I was just pissed off in the morning, bro. I just fucking, I freaked out a little bit when I dropped the egg. She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm telling her, nothing, mom, nothing, mom, nothing, nothing. Just walk away for a second. I'm gonna clean it up. She's like, what's wrong, Riley? What's wrong? What's wrong? And she just does this. She says the same thing. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? A billion times over. Okay. Now, my mom has this problem where you can't not ask her what's wrong a single time because she will lose her shit on you, okay? She don't want to talk about shit when she's upset, okay? And it goes for the same way in me in this situation, but she's just sitting there nagging me. And I'm like, what? What? And she just starts losing her shit on me because I gave her an attitude because she's sitting there trying to help me. Well, either way, my dad comes in there screaming, like pushing his forehead up against my forehead, saying that he'll throw me out the door and shit right now, that he can throw me out the door. And yeah, like, for literally no reason, like, just literally getting in my face, touching my face for no reason at all, because I dropped an egg, because I got upset for dropping an egg on the floor. It's like me, he's gonna kick me out of the house. I mean, dude, this is just pure low testosterone right now. I mean, this is just absolutely insane. Absolute insanity. What the fuck even is that? I mean, you just got to be so miserable, dude. First of all, he can't throw me out of his house because I don't have any legal documentation, anything like that. He has all my shit in a safe. All that I don't even give a fuck about that garbage, but I can't get across the state border if I don't have that crap. I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to get the fuck out of New Hampshire. Like, this place is not it. This place is not it. This ain't my home, bro. I will find my home. The water beautiful, ain't it? Hey man, it's hard. Nothing moves if nothing moves. Can't be weak. Can't be weak. Fuck that shit. Sometimes you gotta stare off into the end of the void, you know? But then you gotta come back. You gotta stare off into the void, get the detections from the firmament, and then you gotta come back. Only the retards know. Only the truly low IQ, but actually high IQ people will understand. If you know, you know. If you don't, come find out. Man, can I not wait to be back in frickin' New York, dude. Like, I am so excited, dude, to go back. It's just my home, to where I came from, to where what is familiar to me, to see my friends and family. Man, it has been a long time. Listen, I want you guys to understand something, okay? To anybody out here, to any of my fellow believers, okay? Jesus said, it is better to tie a millstone around one's neck than to let them bring harm to a child of God or a believer, okay? Now I want you to really hear that again, okay? I'm going to repeat it. It is better to tie a millstone around one's neck than to let them bring harm to a believer or a child of God. Okay? That means anybody, okay? Whether they're doing it consciously or they're doing it subconsciously, okay? That brings any sort of harm to the believers or the children of God, okay? It is better to have a millstone tied around their neck and throw them into the lake than to let them bring harm to us. Do you understand? Do you guys understand that? I want you to look around, okay? All the suburban hell neighborhoods, all the farmland being replaced with AI data centers, okay? You can't go to the store and buy a meal without having to work 2.5 hours for the meal for your family, right? And a lot of people in the States, they don't make money like that. There's no longer this. You can't go and just buy a home anymore. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't exist. You can't just go on land and legally take it anymore. Which, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm gonna take my land, buddy. I was born on this land. It is my God-given right to go out and take this land that nobody's using. Who is going to tell me? Who is going to enforce? Who? Nobody. And if you think otherwise, I consider you the enemy. You cannot think another way if you are a believer. You just can't. You simply can't. You simply cannot. Would I ever be a Jew and go take somebody else's land? Absolutely not. But all these forests, this state land that you have to go and pay fucking hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars for, are you fucking kidding me right now? I want to take that shit. This is fucking America, dude. Land of the free. What the fuck? Like, listen, dude. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna say it, okay? At the end of the day, it's the end of the day. At the end of the day, the truth is the truth, okay? The U.S. government is helping, and is funding Israel, okay, to do human safaris out in the Gaza Strip, okay? Do you guys know what that is? It's where they pull really rich tourists off to the side, and they take money from them. They give them a handgun, or a sniper, or a machine gun, or a rifle. They put them up in a tower, and they just pretty much let them shoot kids or shoot whoever's out there. And you can look this up. This is real. There's multiple investigations going on in this. The Israeli army sprays people. They use our military technology to spray people with something called skunk spray, okay? And it's made by, the skunk spray is made by an Israeli company, and they do it to pretty much torture people. They spray all the people, all their homes and buildings with it, the lawns with it, and it fucking reeks. It fucking makes them smell for like weeks at a time. They go and they take over their homes and they kill them, and we're helping this genocide. These are all Christians, okay, all Palestinian Christians. It's very sad. It's very sad, but you know, and this is harming us too. This because we're trying to help out, and it's all Israel, Jews. But at the end of the day, dude, everybody wants to try and say that it's not that simple, that that all these other things. Well, guess what, buddy? It really is that simple, okay? It really is these certain groups of people, and that's it, that need to be eradicated, okay? But somehow we have literally millions of people in the army, okay? Not just the army, but our military. And somehow we still, all the Christians out there, still haven't revolted. We still haven't overthrown the government, okay? When tyranny becomes law, revolution becomes necessary, okay? Why have we not revolutionized yet. Why do we continue to let? Because people are weak. Because these men are weak. They're being weakened by the chemicals Bill Gates sprays in the sky. They're being weakened by the brain rot that they fucking watch on TikTok and all day. They're being weakened by the fried and pineapple cards that they smoke in the bathroom in high school. They're being weakened the second they go into school and they start getting indoctrinated, okay? To stay away from girls and to be gay as fuck, okay? We need to eradicate it. Again, I'm gonna tell you this again, okay? And if you are a true believer, okay, if you have ears and eyes, okay, that are open, you will hear what I'm saying. It is better to have a millstone tied around one's neck and to be thrown into a lake than to let them bring harm to a child of God or a believer, okay? These people deserve to die. Jesus said himself to kill these people, okay? Anybody that willingly sends their child off to school so that other men and women can raise them, to indoctrinate them into the machine. That's literally a prime example. They know what they're doing, okay? Well, maybe they don't. Maybe subconsciously they do, but they consciously don't, okay? They don't have a soul at that point. And even then, they don't have a soul. That's literally what it is. And people want to say, oh, these are your opinions, you know, everybody can have their opinion, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, something at school is good. Shut up, dude. Just stop being a faggot, okay? Listen. Let me say something right now. Do you think that, and everybody says, oh, we don't want to talk about killing. We don't want to talk about killing. We don't want to talk about death. All these Christian men. Shut up, dude. Shut up. The women and children are literally being trafficked and sacrificed and raped, okay? Maybe not your women and children, but there are still children of God, women of God that are out there that, dude, this is evil, okay? They're still affecting your life, your freedoms. What are you doing? Lock in, okay? Holy fuck, man. It's like I said, these are Jesus' words, okay? It is better to tie a millstone around one's neck and to toss them into a lake than to let them bring harm to a believer or a child of God, okay? To taint what is pure on purpose, because they have fallen so far from innocence and so far away from God that they are now trying to pass that on to other children. It is just evil. It is just evil. Now, back to what I was saying. There's only truths, okay? I don't believe in opinions. I only believe in truths and delusion, okay? Either you believe in the truth or you're delusional, okay? Or you're delusional. That's literally it. And it's very obvious to know what's righteous and what's not, okay? Just by how it affects you, it affects other people, how you can see what's good and what's not, and if you can't, you don't have a soul, okay? So anyways, there's truths, okay? There's truths, and then there's delusion, okay? When Jesus said that, okay, it's better to tie a millstone around one's neck, throw them to a lake, okay? All the Christian men, okay, that let these Muslim parents, okay, just like be in their town, okay, and send their kids with those Muslim ideologies to the same school as your children. I'm sorry, but this is not racist or anything like that. This is not like bad. Muhammad, okay, their God, what they worship, married and had sex with a 9-year-old girl. With a 9-year-old girl. I can count how many years that is on my hands. That's pretty sick, man. That's disgusting. They worship him. They worship him. That's pedophilia. He's 40 something years old. He had children in sex with a 9-year-old girl. It's horrible. Disgusting. Despicable. And these kids are influencing your children. These Muslim people are teaching your kids in school. These atheist people are teaching your kids in school. They see them more than you see them, more than they see their own parents, more than they see their own community of real family and people that come together with God, okay? In true righteousness. But there is a sickness, okay? There's this delusion over people's eyes, okay? I really think there are so few people left that could just see the truth. I could just see what is completely obvious. Hold up. There's somebody coming. Some kid riding on a dirt bike. You know? I mean, that shit's just evil, dude. That shit's just so evil. That's just so evil. How is there this many men that claim to believe in Christ's message, that claim to read the Word of God, that claim that their eyes are open? How are they so stuck on giving into the world, okay? Be in this world, but not of this world. But everybody is of and also is in this world. Nobody chooses to be separate from the world, okay? Because they're not. They're obviously they've lost their innocence. They've fallen away from what is pure. They've been pushed away from what is pure. And like I said, it's a cancer, it's a sickness, it must be corrected. It's like I said, okay? If you want to think these things are harsh, then think that, dude. But this is the truth at the end of the day. There's only truth and delusion, okay? It's like I said. You want to think Muslims are good people? You want to think they deserve to live? Then you think pedophiles deserve to live. Then you think pedophiles are good and you're wrong. And you're also the enemy. I'm sorry to say it, buddy, but that's not my opinion. That's just a fact. If you sympathize with them, or if you think what I'm saying is wrong right now, then you're a fucking dumbass, dude. And you're gonna go to hell. Okay? That's literally it. It's literally it. There's nothing else to be said. When we were at a ceasefire, the U.S. and Israel, we were at a ceasefire with Iran for maybe 24 hours, and Israel broke the ceasefire. Because Netanyahu wants that oil, boy. He wants that oil. He's like spanking Trump on the ass. He's like, you better fucking send those airstrikes. You got 5 hours, boy. Or else I'm gonna release these files. Or I'm gonna release these files. That's how he talks. He doesn't even talk normal at all. He talks like a fucking demon. Like a fucking demon, dude. Dang, my eyes look crazy. My eyes look super blue. God's just blessing my eyes, dude. He's just blessing me. Let's get the sun on my face. Hold up, wait, let me stand up real quick. Hold on. And I'm back. Just had to take a piss over in the bushes real quick, you know. You know what I'm saying? You know what blows my mind? I saw some homeless people. Actually, hold on a second. 1 second, guys. 1 second. No, this is not a geek bar. This is a dad pad, bro. Y'all know I ain't smoking on no geek bar, bro. Come on now. We'll only smoke the herb out here. Only smoke the herbs. Only smoke the God-given. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, saw some homeless people on the curb today while I was driving my mom to the store and the liquor store. And it's like it was just driving me nuts looking at these adult men that have been homeless for God knows how long. Looks like they've been out there for freaking years, man. Looks like that they've been out there for 5-10 years, each of them. Okay, holding up signs, just begging on the side of the road, dude. Like, it's like these people have been just dulled down in the mind. It's just like, how do none of these people, like, first of all, if I went homeless out here, dude, if I fucking lost my house out here, I would not stay out here. I ain't fucking staying homeless out here, dude. I'm taking a bus across the country, dude. I ain't staying out here. It gets fucking cold out where I am, dude. Like, really cold in the winter. This is not somewhere you want to be. And, like, the resources are, like, they're not that plentiful, let's just say. I mean, they are, but they're not at the same time. It's like, I don't know. Oh, look at the giant line of smoke up there. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Hold on a sec. You guys can't see it, but it goes all the way across the sky. Listen, there's Bill Gates spraying the sky, bud. God bless me. Look, you guys see this water right now? All I gotta do is just scoop some of this water and just rub it on me. Just God's given natural water straight out of the ground in the middle of the woods. And I'm literally gonna be perfectly fine. Nothing will ever happen to me. That shit is not removing my testosterone in a million years. Even when I'm literally ash in the ground, my testosterone's still gonna be there. Only the retards will understand, bro. Only the retards will understand. I mean, yeah. Just a fact. Man. Shit is just crazy, though. Shit is just crazy. Alright, so I actually got my tripod fixed. We're at a new location. You guys see the riverbed? You guys can see that this, all along here, that's all a beaver dam. You know, we got a pretty good looking pond over here. We're on top of a mountain right now. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try and make myself a chair because I had to ride like 1.5 miles here. So let's see what I can do on making a chair. Hold on. There's actually a pretty nice piece of what looks to be ground or something. A stump with some grass on it sticking up right here. Throw a rock on it. That is a big ass rock. Let me tell you what. Hold on a second. See that bad boy? All right. Well, shit. Now I actually got something to sit on that's not some dirt or grass. Got a nice stone seat going. Hold on, wait. Let me wash my hands off in the water real quick. Smells good. Some big old spiders out here, let me tell you what. Let me tell you what, we get some big old spiders out here, boy. Got my good old, my trusty seat here. Anyways, I had to move spots because, well, I mean, I wanted to let those kids fish. Some kids that came up on dirt bikes and they had fishing poles. They saw me down there. They were gonna walk away, but why would I not let them fish a spot? You know what I'm saying? Why would I not let them fish a spot? I'll fucking leave. I ain't gonna try and disturb them talking over the fish while they're trying to get their fish, you know? I got other spots to go. Last time I came out here, I got like 1 billion fucking ticks on me. I just pulled one off now, actually. Guess I'm gonna have to go straight into the shower or something when I get home. I'm not too concerned. Usually just rip them off me if they find me. Guys think I could skip a rock back here? I don't even know if I could get it on camera. Let's see though, let's see. See if I can skip a rock real quick. Hold up. I gotta find one first. That's the thing. Gotta find one. Let's see. Not too many good options. There. Check it out. I found some slate, and what I did was I hit it with a brick that I found in the river so I could separate it apart, you know, make these two thin pieces. Here, let's see. Let's give these a try. He's got some pretty smooth faces on them. Only 4 skips, that's not good at all. These do have pretty sharp edges though too. And they're pretty big. One, two, three. Only 3. They're not very good for skipping. First one got 4, the second one got 3. Although the second one had way longer, nicer skips. I'd do more if I had more, but I don't have any more, so. I'm gonna have to take a bus back to Buffalo. I mean, that's gonna be an interesting one for the books. That's gonna be something. Hold on a sec, guys, wait. I want to try and skip this. too. No. They're just too jagged and lightweight. These are not the fucking rocks to skip, you know? It's just not it. Here, hold up. No, that's not gonna break. I ain't even gonna try and break that shit right now. I think I got some bug guts on me or something like that. Oh man. Well, I hope you guys liked the last view. It's pretty nice, huh? Look out into the distance over there. The clouds. Only a short time I'm gonna make this part two. I drove a long way to get here, but this is all I've needed to say. You know what I'm saying? Make the outro in a nice, beautiful spot by some water. That's what I intended to do, so that's what I was gonna do, whether it was at the spot that I started or another spot. It was hard to get out of here, but I might call my friend real quick and then go back. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. Well, God bless you guys. I hope you took something of what I said today. And just keep your eyes on what's righteous, you know. God bless you guys. See you later.